Hey, what's up everyone, Malakith here. So it's been a while since I've done one of these channel updates, so it's probably about time I filled you in on what's been going on, especially as there's been some serious changes to just life in general. Before anyone asks, the game in the background is World of Warships. It is currently under test. You can get access to it if you pay a certain amount. I think the cheapest one is £14, which gets you a premium ship and some gold, and they refund that at the end of the beta and you can use it in your release version of the game, but obviously there'll be a reset of any progress you make, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So the changes that have been going on, you'll have noticed that most of the channel is Total War Attila. A lot of people have been commenting, oh, is this all you do now? It was all I did from, or mostly what I did from November, because I was in the process of buying a house. For the guys who come to the live streams, you've probably heard all of this because I actually have a little chat with you before we start the stream proper most weeks. So I started looking to buy a house with my girlfriend back in sort of November. We found one we liked. You then have to go through all the boring process of lawyers, and I'm not even going to go into it. Basically, lots of people take your money and lots of people take lots of time to do things that you really don't expect would take so long to do. At the end of all of that, you get your house. You then have to move, which is what we were doing last Saturday. So we moved all of our stuff in, been decorating and all of that sort of stuff. So as you can imagine, my amount of free time has been rather preoccupied with things other than recording videos. We're now pretty much in. There's still a few bits to do. We got some fences and things that need replacing and carpets, but for the most part it's getting back to how it was in terms of my schedule for the week, with regard to how much free time I have. So the plan going forwards is Sunday, the live stream will still be Attila. It's always been a 3-hour live stream, even back when it was Rome 2. The only difference now is I'm splitting them into half-an-hour episodes. So it looks like there's twice as much content going up for Attila on the YouTube channel than there was for Rome 2. It's not actually the case. There's actually less, because back when I was doing Rome 2, I was doing both the Egypt and Rome campaigns, as well as the co-ops. So there's actually more Rome 2 content than there was Attila. But because I'm doing half-hour videos, it looks like there's more. It's not replacing the other stuff. The problem I've been having recently is there's just a complete lack of games coming out that are even remotely interesting to play. All of the ones that I've been interested with are things like Smite and Heroes of the Storm, which are MOBAs which nobody wants to watch, because you can go watch pro players who are obviously far better at them. And the games get pretty samey for the people watching as opposed to the people playing until you get to those kind of levels. There's quite a few things that are under non-disclosure agreements, so I obviously can't talk about them, and I certainly can't record them. World of Warships, it's beta. Naval Action, it's a beta. There's a billion things in early access that aren't finished, like Darkest Dungeon. You know, there's just no meaty games for me to get into and do a series with that have released even remotely recently, that at the same time are interesting for you guys to watch, for me to play, and don't take a year and a half looking at you latest Dragon Age grindy bullshit for you. So yeah, comments are appreciated on games. Bear in mind it has to be something that people want to watch. It has to be something I can get permission on, because a lot of games companies, like everything Nintendo makes, go, nope, screw you, follow our rules, we take all money, blah 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 blah. The people want to watch thing Crusader Kings. I loved playing it, all of the other guys enjoyed it, but it was getting sort of 400 views, so it's just not economical to run on a channel. Sadly, that's the way it goes. I mean, Hearts of Iron 4 is coming out, Witcher 3 is coming out. That's a nice storyline. It might be a bit long, but I'll start it and see how it goes. So in the meantime, I'm going to get back into doing the non-live stream content where, you know, pre-recorded 1080p 60 FPS. The games I've got lined up for that at the moment, I picked up Call of Juarez, or Javez, or however you want to pronounce it. I'm sure it's Juarez, but what do I know? I don't speak Mexican, Spanish, whatever. So that's quite a short game, probably 18 episodes max. It's something I've been wanting to play. It's a good way for me to get in while I find something better. With all the Star Wars hype going around, I'm kind of intrigued to do one of the Star Wars games. I've already done Republic Commando, so I'm looking at one of the Jedi Knight games. Jedi Knight 2 is probably a bit long, so most likely be Academy, which isn't as fun, but it's probably better suited to video content. The problem with that is it's all copyrighted Star Wars music, which I'll have to turn off. So you won't have that epic background music, which is pretty much what makes Star Wars, sadly. But we'll see. I'll give it a try. Monday live stream should be the Napoleon Total War campaign, but there's been some copyright issues. Creative Assembly are working on that. And Wednesday, same thing. There's just no games I really want to play. So Wednesday live stream's a bit dull at the moment, sadly. The recommendations. I'm going to try and get some more streams going where people can join in. Quite a few people joined in on the War Thunder tank stream. I might do some War Thunder aircraft. There's various other games we can do, especially the free-to-plays work nicely. So yeah, that's me. Comments are appreciated. Just throw your ideas out there. It's always nice. Even if I don't do them, it gives me some sort of feel for what people are after and what you're enjoying. So hopefully that's all good. The sound quality should be better. I've got a new setup, so give me some feedback on that as well. And thanks for listening. Bye for now.